Pakistan cricket at its best. 1 minute down, next minute up.
My guest today needs very little introduction. He's a familiar face to international cricket fans and cricket fans all over the world. He's been head coach of South Africa, Australia, Sri Lanka. He's coached in the PSL for Karachi Kings. He's head coach of Pakistan, of course, 2016 to 2019, where we had that wonderful Champions Trophy win in 2017. He was also the team director for Pakistan in 2023. And these days, he's the Derbyshire head coach, the one and only Mickey Arthur. Mickey, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure, Sally.
First and foremost, Mickey, I think green suits you a little bit more.
Yeah, no, look, the green was good. Yeah, I had a lot of green, actually, South Africa and Pakistan. But, yeah, in the nice navy blue of Derbyshire now.
Good to be away from the crazy world of Pakistan cricket. It's a little bit more calm and serene, isn't it, in these surroundings?
Yeah, but everything's relative. You know, I mean, I'd learned very, very quickly with Pakistan that you've got to have a thick skin, and you've got to have a plan, and you've got to back that plan. You've got to stay consistent with that plan, because if you deviate from it, that's when you get into trouble.
The 2023 World Cup, the aftermath, Mickey, how do you feel about that now the dust has settled?
I think it was disappointing, our 2023 World Cup, for a few reasons. I thought we were better than our results suggested. You know, albeit we were one game, potentially one win away from a semi-final. So it's, you know, it's all relative. I think we probably didn't play to our full potential, and I guess as a coach or a team director, as I was there, that's where you always question yourself. Is if you're getting the best out of the players and it's just not good enough for that time, then so be it. But when I know that there was still a little bit left in the tank, that's when it becomes a little bit disappointing.
And the aftermath, Mickey, we all know what happened. You were planning your next tours, your next series, and you called into a meeting by Zaka Ashraf, and there you are. How do you feel about that these days, Mickey?
Yeah, look, that's part and parcel of international coaching. It's part and parcel, particularly of coaching with Pakistan when there's a change of regime. It's probably always going to happen. And when you know, Najim Sethi appointed me, and Najim Sethi and I worked hand in hand and really well together. And then once there's a regime change, you know what's going to happen. You're always on a hiding to nothing, and you never quite know in Pakistan. There's always somebody, you know, working behind your back. You know, it's a mad old world there. But as long as I can put my head down on the pillow at night knowing you give that role 100%, and there was nothing that you would have done at that particular time differently, and then you know you walk away with your head held high, and I certainly know I can do that because I gave that I gave that World Cup 120% when I was there with that team, you know, so I walk away with my head held high, knowing that we could have, you know, I'm not saying every decision we made was perfect, or and that's a lot easier in hindsight. But I do know that everything was done with the best intentions. It was done to a plan, and myself, the staff, and the players gave it everything that we had.
You're looking out from the outside in now, Mickey, into Pakistan cricket. Just how crazy and how mad and unstable is it?
Yeah, look, it's always going to be like that. And, you know, sometimes I say, I think Pakistan cricket shoots itself in the foot. Because there's no stability, that's reflected in the way the players play. Consistency comes from a consistent environment. Consistency comes from players knowing exactly what their roles are, knowing where they fit in, knowing, you know, if they're just on the outside of the squad, what they need to do to get into it, and that produces a stable, solid foundation. And from a stable, solid foundation comes results. And when it's unstable, what you get is players start playing for themselves. Players start looking after their own performances instead of looking after team performance, because the system is so unstable that they think that if they fail, they don't make the next tour or the next game, and so that's not good. And that's where I think it's Pakistan cricket certainly shoots itself in the foot. You get the best out of your players with a good, stable, honest environment, and sometimes that lacks a little bit there.
The lack of stability, we've seen it recently as well, Mickey, where Babar Azam was the captain, then Shaheen was made captain, and Babar was brought back. What did you make of all that?
It just looked all a bit befuddled. It just creates confusion. Creates confusion with the players. It creates confusion with the major role players, being Shaheen and Babar, first and foremost, who are world beaters, potential match winners, in the best in their business in the world. I mean, you don't want them. You don't want any animosity between them, and I'm not saying there is. But it has the potential to create animosity, but it also has the potential to deflate and demotivate. And when that happens, you've got a problem.
Imad, Wasim and Mohammad Amir are back now out of retirement. Mickey, that's positive, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. And I know. I mean, I still read and I follow Pakistan cricket very closely, and I see the comments and what people are thinking. I think it's a positive. You're going to a World Cup with two incredible cricketers. I mean, Mohammad Amir is the Porsche of white ball bowling. He's still got so much to offer, so much so he's coming to play for us when he finishes the World Cup. But and Imad Wasim had a wonderful PSL. Imad Wasim's a match winner. Imad Wasim plays best when there's bigger stakes on the line. They're match winners. So I think it's a really good call.
There's uncertainty about the Test captaincy as well, Mickey, with people suggesting that Shan Masood should be replaced. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I think Shan did really nicely in Australia. I thought Shan's such a good, positive influence on the dressing room. You wouldn't want to tinker too much with that. I think Shan showed that he has all the credentials to be a very, very good Test captain of Pakistan. I think he should be given a chance to really grow into that role.
Last couple of questions, Mickey. India versus Pakistan. It's coming up once again. You've been through those India versus Pakistan roller coaster matches. Obviously, we'll have to mention the 2017 Champions Trophy final. All those Indian fans watching this.
Keep mentioning that.
Well, Mickey, I remember the press conference. You walked in with the biggest smile ever. Fantastic. What is the mentality? Because coaches and players keep saying, "Oh, it's just another game." It isn't, is it?
It's not another game. If you say that, you're bluffing yourself. Players say that, I think, and coaches say that because it's almost a defense mechanism. It's not another game. It's a very, very big game on the cricket calendar. It attracts widespread attention from fans, media, etc. It's a wonderful occasion to be part of. It really is.
Especially if you win.
If you win, it's the best occasion in the world. If you lose, it becomes quite tough. But those are the games you want to be part of. It's going to be fantastic. I'll be glued to my TV because and missing days like that because they're just so special on the cricket calendar.
T20 World Cup, Mickey. What are your thoughts? Pakistan's chances? Who are the favourites? Who's going to win the tournament?
Look. I think Pakistan have got a real chance, and I say that because I think they're a team loaded with match winners, and any team loaded with match winners has a real chance. 2020 cricket's all about momentum. It's all about getting that momentum and running with it. And they've got as good a chance as anybody else. There are some very, very good cricket teams out there, though. My dark horse for the tournament, I think, is South Africa. I think South Africa have got a real good chance, yeah. Any middle order that's got Markram, it's got de Kock at the top, you've got Markram, you've got Miller, you've got Klaasen, you've got Stubbs, and you've got Janssen, has got a real chance. They'll score enough runs, and then it's going to be up to the Rabadas and the Shamsies and the Maharajas to see how they come through.
Nokia as well.
Nokia. Yeah. So if they get it right, they'll be a handful. But so is India going to be, and so is Australia going to be, and New Zealand always rise to the occasion. So, and we haven't even mentioned England, who are full of world beaters. So it's going to be a fantastic 2020 World Cup.
And finally, Mickey, they say never in Pakistan cricket. You knew I was going to ask that, didn't you? 2 spells, Mickey, you know, a third spell sometimes, sometime in future.
I like saying it was 1.5 spells, you know, because...
second one was incomplete.
Yeah, well, the first one was, but at least I had 3 years at it. Look, I've got a deep-rooted passion for Pakistan cricket, and there's no doubt about that. I do love everything about it.
Even the chaos.
Well, you kind of do like the chaos because if you can silence that outside noise and you sift through the chaos and you get a team going in the right direction, it's a powerful, exciting place to be. I always say the color, the noise, the passion of Pakistan cricket is fantastic. So yeah, I'll always look back on that time of my life with a lot of affection, and I'll always be a supporter.
There we are, folks, the brilliant Mickey Arthur.